And did cold-calling play any role for the customers you got for the 125,000 product?
It did. The original customers were done through cold calling.
What were the terms of agreement like between you and the VCs in terms of did they require you to bring in certain people, CEO or a dedicated person for your company, or what percentage of your company were you, asked to relinquish?
Sure. So the VCs, at the end of the day, that guy Phil Black, he was investing in me. So he didn't ask any of those things. He said, I'm investing in Zach. You handle all that messy business stuff. I'm investing, and I want you to make good on this whole outcome thing down the road. But he, like, if I said, oh, Phil, do you want me to bring a CEO? He'd be like, well, what are you gonna do? Right? He wants me to handle all this stuff. At the point, if there's a point we get where I think we should bring in a CEO, Phil will be like, well, let's talk about that. Why should we bring in a CEO? Bring it on. So the whole thing with the investors is finding someone that believes in you. And if you think you need a CEO, then maybe you should get a CEO with that investor. But if they start running your business, it might not be the best fit for you. It wouldn't have been a good fit for me. Like, they were investing in me. And in terms of how much we sold, I don't feel comfortable talking about that because this is going online and video. So offline, maybe we can talk about it.
Quickly, what was the number of VCs that you actually went through before you found?
Yeah, it was about 50, 55.
So you talked with a lot of people.
I talked with a lot of people, yeah.
And I take it
while running the company, no less,
right.
And a profitable company with employees in it.
And most of these are, I mean, to get a good feel, they'd be fairly in-depth conversations. You spend some time with these folks.
Yeah.
That's related to my question. How do you balance the, or do you have advice on balancing the whole busyness of daily operations in the here and now with thinking about scale? Like, how do you kind of work with both of those at the same time?
Yeah, so it's just a constant give and take, and I try to carve out time in my schedule to think about more long-term things, because if you only work on the urgent things, then you'll just be urgent. Like, it's like doing your email constantly, right? It's like at some point you have to shut down the email thing. So it's just a balance, and I mean, you just personally have to figure out what the right balance is for you. Yeah?
So what actually motivated you to start your first company? Because I know we all have busy lives at school and other responsibilities, so actually put you over the edge to actually make you move towards that.
And so I actually wanted to drop out of high school and start my own company. As soon as I turned 16 in Illinois, that's when you can drop out of high school. And I told my parents, I was like, okay, I'm dropping out of high school. And they're like, to do what? And I did pretty well in high school. I'm like, start my own company. They're like, what kind of company? I was like, I don't know. They're like, why don't you go back to high school? So it wasn't oh, no, I'm going to start it. It's I was going to start it. It was just, when was it finally going to happen?
What was that? Is that after you graduated or before?
It was during school.
Okay.
So I started selling the phone from the movie The Matrix on eBay. That was I guess technically the first business. That was actually a great business because we buy these phones in London. They didn't even work in America. We buy them for $50, and people in the movie had just come out. They paid $350 for the phone that didn't even work in America because it was GSM at the time. It was only CDMA phones worked. So that was kind of the first thing. That I was like, man, I really want to eBay. This is interesting. I don't know if that's going to be my business, but I wanted to get going doing something. Now it's even easier because the web, you can throw up a site and boom, you have a business. Put AdSense on there. So it's just much easier. There's a lot more sort of turbulence back then. Yeah?
Are you in touch with other popular founders there's Joel, who I think is Fogbugs, he's in Chicago too. And then I think 37 Signals is in Chicago too. Is that a community if you guys go to Starbucks and talk and stuff?
Yeah, there's definitely a community of founders in Chicago. I'd say at least 20 or 30 or 40. And I know lots of them. Yeah?
How much do you sleep during all of this?
Not much. I advise sleeping more. But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't sleep because I was so excited. Especially in the time early on, we were in school. I couldn't sleep because I was like, geez, I have to do my homework and I want to do this. And if I sleep, I'm just not, the business stuff's going to get cut out. So I would just stay up. And then when school was over, then I would stay up basically till 2 in the morning and then sleep until 10, wake up and do it until just over and over and over. just because I was so excited, I couldn't sleep. Yeah.
How did you get your ideas of running the whole business? Say your company is kind of developing from time to time. How did you get the ideas of improving it?
So the biggest place is from watching customers, talking to customers, like just obsessing about who the customers are and what they're doing. That's where the best ideas came from, but I have ideas all the time, I'm just constantly brainstorming. But I'd say the best ones are talking to, observing, watching your customers. Yeah, okay, last question. Yeah.
Are there other companies doing similar work as Inventables?
Yeah, there's a company. What's that?
How's the competition?
The competition is vast, right? So all the companies are bigger than us right now. But we think that our solution is simpler and more obvious, so eventually I think it's going to take over. All right, thank you.